Hello, sir. How are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Oh man, good timing.
How's your labs going on?
Labs fully built, so yeah, so that was a perfect timing because now I can see the traffic. I know stop some traffic policy and see on these two policies like FW monitor or TCP dump to see where the traffic is getting blocked.
Okay,
Yep, I'll probably do that this weekend.
no problem. Let's wait another 2 minutes. If
Yeah,
someone
no
else
problem.
is joining, else we'll start.
Yep. All right, cool. Thanks.
Hey, Vijay, how are
Hi,
you?
Babu.
I'm good. How
I'm
are
doing
you?
good. Thanks for asking. How would you?
I'm good. I know it's a short
Okay, thank you.
notice. I just put it into the group. Let's see.
Okay,
Maybe the weekend is busy for me, so I thought like let's go ahead and deliver what promised. Okay.
okay.
And I'm sure this will be very helpful because a lot of things going to be clear now. Let's wait another minute and we'll start. Okay, let's begin. So I'll be just talking, okay? Uh, I am considering like we have a reference that what these things do, FW monitor and TCP dump. Vijay, you know these things, or I'll just quickly brief.
Yeah, you can quickly brief it. Okay.
Okay. So FW monitor and TCP dump, those are the packet capture tools. FW
Yes.
monitor come out from the checkpoint, and TCP dump, we always have from the Linux itself. Okay. So
Okay.
when we talk about the FW monitor, uh, here is the start, how it starts. So the syntax start like FW monitor dash E for the expression, and this was the first day the checkpoint introduced with the first version, and later on they start doing the improvement on this. When we talk about the FW monitor, we think there are interception or the inspection points. So these are the actual inspection points, and they have the specific meaning for that. So basically, I stand for uh, basically when the consider this is your firewall, okay, and you are
You're sharing
trying.
screen
You're not sharing your screen, I believe.
Oh, so sorry,
on.
my mistake. So sorry.
Yes.
Give me a quick one.
Yeah, you're recording it, right?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
So let me know, guys, if you're able to see my screen.
Yep.
Okay. As I was saying, the TCP dump, the FW monitor. When we talk about the FW monitor, the syntax starts from here. FW monitor minus E, where E stand for your expressions, what we are going to deliver. And when we run this command fw monitor, we see this interception point or exception inspection points, and these inspection point have a different meanings. So consider this is your firewall, and you are trying to generate a traffic from to the outbound interface from your inside network. So whenever the packet hit to your firewall and in the policy process, you will see small I in the output. We'll be seeing that in a bit. When it crosses your the routing, you see a big I. When it crosses your netting part, you will see small o. And when it reaches to the site, whichever we are accessing to the outside world, you will see big O. Okay, this is a basic syntax and the basic things for the FW monitor utility. So let me just hide this. Okay, and when we run this tool into the trouble in our lab, we'll be seeing what actually happening. Okay, uh, like that, we have the command called TCPDUMP. So this is also a classic packet capturing command tool, which was introduced in 1980. The practical purpose was with the Linux, packages, but this is open source, so we can use this in in variety of the flavors of the firewall. So Checkpoint also support this TCP dump. So it basically captures the packet in coordination with the OS NIC driver and a special library called pcap. Okay, and this is a completely independent of the Checkpoint inspect code. I'll tell you what it is. When we enable the secure excel into the Checkpoint firewall, you are not able to see all the packets over there if you run these commands, but there is an option which we can also use in TCP dump, which is called -e. I'll be going to show you this part also. So using this, you are able to see this secure Excel protected packets as well. Okay. Syntax and everything I will give you in a 2 minutes, like how you can generate. We have an online site where we can generate the syntax for TCP dump and FW monitor as well. Okay. Let me just clear this and come down a bit. And there is one more tool which is a part of the FW monitor, which is FW monitor -f. Okay. This FW monitor command only supports to the version R80.20 take 73. Except this, I don't see this tool runs anywhere. But the advantage of this tool or the, I mean, this filter, which is F or the E, is that in E, securely accelerator packets, which is from the secure Excel, we will not see those packets with E syntax. But when you use F, you have a flexibility to see those accelerator packets, which is accelerated by the secure Excel. But unfortunately, it's very complicated, and to deliver this thing to the gateway, I'll be showing you that as well. Why it's complicated and it's not widely famous. Okay, why we are using only E syntax. So let me just clear this out, and let's see the main thing, how you can observe these outputs, and this is very important part. So when you run these tools, okay, one is your TCP dump and one is your FW monitor. This is how the packets will look. Okay, and this is the actual meaning of those packets for each and every line. Okay, so I'll be showing you that in a real lab, but for now just see how it is. Okay, so any question here?
So this is TCP. So these both will put a load on the firewall. So best is to narrow it down to as fine tune before you're running it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we are just looking at the details, how you can look those packets into the when I run those commands, you will understand like how to read those packets. Most of the time we don't know how to read those packets. We just run these commands, and we don't know like what to see, where to see. Okay, so this is slide actually giving you those details. Okay,
Thank you. All right.
yeah. So when I run the packet, I will see the packet in this format. Okay, and this upper one is for the TCP dump, and this one is for the FW monitor. Okay, and you'll be surprised that you will see no difference in output of TCP dump and FW monitor. Okay, there is a hype going on that TCP dump give you other output and the FW monitor give you some other output. But when I did close study into this, I'll come to know that okay, both the things are giving you same output provided you have to apply the right filters over there. Okay, so this is how it looks. So when I see the packet, I will see first timestamp when I talk about the TCP dump, okay? And it's depending on the format what we have set up into the firewall, we'll see that. So basically, say consider this is hours, minutes, and the seconds. In that format, you will see. Then you will see what protocol going on, running on. So whether it's TCP IP or IP, so L3 protocol, we'll see that. Then we'll see the source IP address. Then we'll see the source port, what port is taking out. Then we'll see what is the destination IP or destination where that packet is going on, and then the destination port. Okay, and very important thing after that, you will see what is the state of that packet. So here you are seeing yes. So if you know the TCP flags, we have say SYN, SYNAC, then ACK, then push, then you have finish, then you have reset. So in short, they have mentioned it like S, P for push, R for reset, F for finish, something like that, and 0 for the acknowledgement. So as you see, you will see something like TCP flag, which flag we have, which flag coming into the picture. So S stand for this packet is, just we are sending and the sync packet is going to the, to the destination. Okay. And after that, you will see what the TCP sequence is. And then you will see the acknowledgement part. This means if you have the acknowledgement here, you will consider that okay, you have received the acknowledge from your destination. Within a one packet, you will be observing all these things when you run these commands. And then if you see there is a window size windowing part, okay, and at the last you will see some sort of additional TCP info. Any question here, guys?
So far, so good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me just clear this. And now let's observe the FW monitor output. If you see, if you have this VSX or something like virtual system configure, this is the advanced part. You will see those details at the beginning of the packet, that which virtual system, for example, you have say virtual system 1, 2, 3, which virtual system taking this packet. If you don't have a virtual system configure, you have just a virtual system, by default it's a 0. So you will see here 0, and what model it is, right? Then you will see what interface this packet is passing on. So here, if you see whichever I marked with this color, the pink color, sorry, lavender color, those are the some differentiation points between these two commands. So if you see, you will see the interface, which interface this command is, sorry, this packet is going, whether it is your inbound, outbound, whatever it is. And if you see here, there is something called small I, you are seeing there. That means, as I told you about the interception points, so you are observing those here. So I means the packet is just sitting to the firewall and you're just passing the your policies, and then it will give you the source IP address, then destination IP address, uh, then your which protocol it's taking out, the packet lane and ID. Uh, and again, if you look little bit down, you will see also what source port is taking to going outside, what destination port is taking to go outside, what flag is taking. So here we are also observing the flag, but also we are also observing the flag here in AW monitor command as well. Okay, and also if you see there is TCP acknowledgement, you will see same here as well. So both the command gives you, relevant output. Uh, Only difference which is notable here, which is this interface point. So basically, when we go for the TCPDUMP command, you have to specify from which interface you have to take this, output or the packet capture. But here we just run, on the expert mode, and it will give you those interface details. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. And you also, Vijay, you clear on this? Okay.
So I'm swinging mute. Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. And finally, we'll see some comparison table between these commands, like which command, which tool give you what output. Okay. So if you just read it will be, explains you what it is exactly. So if you want to see the capture accelerated traffic, which will give you those outputs. So as I told you, FW monitor -F will give you those options. Uh, TCP dump will give you that option, provided you have to have the right filters in place. Uh, Show L2 such as MAC address on CLI. If you use this sort of filters, TCP dump will give, but this thing will not capture via FW monitor. So this comparison chart basically helps you for your capturing the packet as per your requirement. So whatever the requirement you have based on your troubleshooting, you can use this chart to put those filters and write those tools. Use those tools according to your requirement. So there's a big list. You can take a screenshot or uh, whatever it is for your reference. So this is what it is. All right. Now,
Yeah.
so as I told you, you don't have to worry about the command part, the syntax part. So I think I have already shown you guys this thing, but I'm just showing you how you can use this part. So this is the site where you can generate these things, including the TCP dump. You have the other like checkpoint, this thing, what we call a filter syntax. So I'm just clicking this for now, and if you see, it has given me both the choices. One is for that -F option. So if you click this, you will get the syntax for that, like how you can put the details and get the output out of it. Or if you go back and select the previous option, you will get that also. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm just slightly using this tool to generate the commands for me. For example, I just wanted to show you one example how you can put the details here, so that you can also use this for your ready reference. So this is what the tool is. The site is tcpdump101.com, and if you go there, if you just select this TCP, sorry, FW monitor option, you will go on this part. Here you have to put what source you need to have in place. So say for example, here I said source only, okay, and I will give the IP address of it. For example, say my source is 192.168.1.21 is my source IP address. I'll come down, I'll put okay, and what you want to give. So I said, say, okay, destination only. So this is what the destination I have given, and whatever as per your requirement, you just have the filter here, and at the top here, if you see, you will get the syntax. Okay, you just have to click it. The syntax will copy, and you just have to put into your uh, your gateway. Okay, so let me take it out and just try to run this three different outputs together and see what we will get. So basically, what I'm going to do, uh, I'm going to just hit this my server, and I will try to access the checkpoint site, and from there I will see how if I can capture these packets. So let me log into this. Uh, if you run ns lookup, you will get the IP address of your sys checkpoint site. Okay, so let me go to the gateway and type this gateway IP address 192.168.1.101. Let's have three sessions here. 192.168.1.101 and one more session 192.168.1.101. So what we will going to do, we'll be running the same command from these three different outputs in this, and we'll see what the difference we will see and what are the outputs we can capture. So this is I enter into the expert mode. Let me enter here also into the expert mode. I know I'm going a little bit fast, but just bear with me. You will understand how it is. So let me run slash e syntax on first gateway. Okay. So if you see the monitoring is started, let me go ahead and select the TCP dump capture on the second part. And if you see, it's also started. And now I have, if you see my version, FW version, it's R80.30. Okay. And to run this output for this guy, the minus F, it its syntax look like this. Okay, and if I want to run this, it will not run here because it is not supported with this version. This I wanted to prove that. Okay, so that's why this is very handy. As I said, when your secure Excel fw Excel status, sorry, wrong command, fw Excel, sorry, stat. If you see, if you have right now it's disabled, but if it is enabled, okay, that time we not able to capture relevant packets, whichever the accelerator packets are there, using the this minus e syntax. But with this minus f syntax, you will be capturing those packets even if it's enabled. Okay, right now I have kept disabled so that we will see the output well. So this option is I'm not considering. Okay, we'll be seeing two outputs from here and here. So I'll be just closing this, and let's now go ahead and just capture the packets. Okay, let me take this here so you will Let's see how the packet capture comes. I'm just hitting to that website, checkpoint.com, and we'll be able to see packets here as soon as I hit. Okay. I just started communicating to the checkpoint firewall, and this is how the packets comes. Are you guys following me?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So let me show you first the. Let's see. Compare this like this, one after the other. I don't know if you're able to see it well or not. But anyways, this is something I can do here. All right. So this output is from the FW monitor, and the below output, just in a sec, you don't want me to confuse. So this is FW monitor output, and this is TCPDUMP output. Okay. Let me just see like this. Right. So now let's start observing the output. So very first packet. Right. Let me take this. So as I said, there is a VM V0 because this is sorry VS V0. This is not a VSX environment. So by default, everything considered as a zero. This is a virtual system. It's nothing but your setup. I mean, a separate firewall. So they consider this is as a separate firewall. That's why it's a VS0. Okay. Then you are seeing what interface this traffic is passing on. It is zero. Okay. What is its ID? What is its source? Where it's reaching? This is a checkpoint side. This is a TCP packet. Its length, ID. If you see, we are taking 443 port, and this is important thing. So this is a sync flag. So we are sending the sync flag to the checkpoint side, and this is what the details on that. And if you see, there is an acknowledgement. Okay. Same if you see with the TCP dump. Okay. Let me scroll it little bit up on this.
With the help of Wireshark, can we, once if we execute this command,
Mm-hmm.
so like the TCP dump and all, so with the help of Wireshark, we can fetch the data and then we can read it, right? Properly, or like, so how the pattern like we will follow?
Sir, come again. I mean, you want this to be captured somewhere? I mean, capture these files, this data files?
Generally, yeah, generally TCP dump and all, we can say it will be stored in the pcap format. With the help
Mm-hmm.
of pcap format, we can import the pcap format
Mm-hmm.
in that Wireshark, right? To better to like check that traffic flow easily, right?
Right. So we can. There's a multiple ways. So one thing we can see on this console itself, the packets. So
Console itself.
I'll
Okay.
be showing you after this how you can capture those packets to the file. Okay, and you can observe
Okay.
that from the Wireshark. Okay, and I
Super.
have a
Thank you.
video how you can import those interception points in the Wireshark as well. So whatever we are observing here, like those I, small o with the FW monitor command, you will observing same with the Wireshark as well. Okay, so I'll just put that link after this call over here. Just watch that. This will be helpful for you.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Any question?
No, as of now,
No,
not.
Okay.
thanks.
So the output of this also, if you see, here we are seeing the timestamp. My purpose is you need to read this well. So whenever you're going to troubleshoot, when you're going to run this command, you at least understand where what you are going to see, and based on that you have to tell
Sure.
someone that okay, this is what happening on your packet, right? So this is the timestamp when the packet arrives. If you see, we don't see any timestamp here, so no time stamp. Okay, one thing. Then, if you see, we have MAC address details here. Here also we don't have that. No MAC. Then, if you see, it's talking me about what packet it is. It's IPv4 packet. The length of the packet, the source, which source port is taking to the outside world, right? Here also we have that. It's common. Okay. Then. Uh, It gives you what is the destination and which port is taking as a destination. So 443. This is the important point. If you see here, there is a S, which is sync packet, and then the rest of the things like a Windows windowing length and all whatever we have over there. Okay. The important notification here, okay, if you see like this S flag, we have some other flags also here, like push flag. I can see something like CF. I think this is something else, but like a push flag. And if I scroll down a little bit, so you will seeing the different things here. Let me clear up this, you know. So one thing I just want to correct, uh, which was uh, this guy first packet. I just so if you see, okay, here there is something called ACK acknowledgement. One that means the acknowledgement is receiving, okay, and zero means we don't have acknowledgement. So here also let's check that. Uh, if you're getting some value here, okay, that means we have we have the acknowledgement, we are receiving the acknowledgement. Very first packet, if you see, there was no acknowledgement, so it's a 000. Okay, but instead of that, if you're seeing some values here, I'm talking about the LWD monitor, it's like you are receiving the acknowledgement. So tomorrow if someone asks you, okay, we are sending the packet, are you receiving the acknowledgement? Based on this, you are going to tell them, okay, we have the acknowledgement from the destination side. Okay. Likewise here, if you see, there is something called acknowledgement, and there is a number. If it is a 0, that means there is no acknowledgement. If it is a 1, that means there is acknowledgement. So what we are observing here, whenever we send the sync packets, we are not observing any acknowledgement from the other side. So this is maybe the whatever I have run, it's halfway, because I'm getting something like say this certificate error. Let's run this, go ahead with the certificate error, and also observe the packets in more details. So are you clear, guys, till here?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I know it's kind of interesting and there is a lot to discuss, but possibly whatever we can cover, I'm going to cover today. Okay. So let me run again. Let me go back to advanced. proceed. So see, when I said proceed, okay, that security exception, I just passed that. Now we have a more packets, and now it's all clear to us. You are seeing here this field, FW monitor, this interception points. So now we are receiving all the interception points. Okay, let me little bit scroll up. I just wanted to tell you this. How we see the interception points. Uh, let's go ahead. So best way, take those files into the Wireshark and read this thing. Or if you don't have that time to go ahead and read this into the Wireshark, just try to read it the way I'm doing it. Okay. So we are now observing the intersection points. So small I can say the packets is getting netted. Uh, it is a hide net because we are sending from our inside network to the outside world. And when it's passed to the outside world, we'll see the big O. Okay. And if you also notice, we have the other flags also here. So with the latest R80.30 and above, we have the flags like F, E, something like that. So I don't remember exactly now what the flags means. But for example, if you are some say uh, encryptions is there, VPNs is there, you will see E flag. If there is some other things like maybe they come up with a different things. So those if those things are in there in the configuration, you will see those flags accordingly. I have a detailed video on this how you can uh, see these flags. What are the meaning of these flags? There's a video called TCP. Uh, I mean packet inter what the video name is in-depth packet inspection. So go ahead and watch that. We'll understand this thing. For now, let me clear it. Let me scroll it down. So as soon as I just pass those intercept that security exception, what we are getting on the website, we are seeing more packets and more details here. Like if you see, the acknowledgement number is got changed, and with that we receive these interception points and everything. When you see all these interception points in your output, say small I, big I, small O, big O, will conclude that okay, your communication is completed. Or in short, if you want to just conclude that, you will, if you see this small O, sorry, big O, you can tell that okay, we have the all the packet in line and everything is go passing to the outside world. Okay, like that with the TCP dump. Uh, if you see more packets, you will see more details on this. See, the acknowledgements is also receiving. Uh, Packets are going from the source to destination. And I just wanted to highlight one important thing here: the flags. So if you see, the communication is now finished well without any issue. We are seeing this F flag, and also we are seeing the R flag. So maybe some packets gets resetted or something like that. You are seeing the R flag. Okay. So this is how we can see the things on the console. There's a lot on this, but we'll cover on during the any sort of training sessions if you guys are taking with me. So now let's see how you can capture the output to the pcap file. So with FW monitor, you have a simple command. Whatever the command you are running, just after that, give the dash and O and give the file name. Say test and give the Wireshark the extension. We give it like a pcap. And if you enter, okay, the packet will be gets started capturing as soon as you enter that. And TCP dump, same thing. You just have to use the filter W or the option W and give it a file name, say test1.pcap, and if you enter, it will start counting. Okay, let me just rerun this thing so that we'll see if the packets are capturing or not. So let's go ahead and just I want to refresh it. So as I refresh, if you see the AWD monitor has just started showing the packets, and here I just say Control C to clear it, and here also Control C to clear it. Once I say Control C to the TCPDUMP, I am seeing these packets get captured. Okay, and if you ls here, you will see your packet capture is here, and if you also see ls here or over there as well, you will see that your packet capture. Next step, quickly we'll see this and we'll wrap our video. Let me do this first. Let's do change cell s bin bash admin. I'm just making this shell as a bash shell so that now we are going to get those files from the gateway using the WinSCP. So just run the WinSCP uh, and give that gateway detail here. So let's go ahead to the new site. So 192.168.1.101 is my gateway IP address. Give the admin the password. And if you see here, we are seeing our files. So test and test one. So let me take this file to the desktop and say checkpoint lab, and I'm just putting here test one, test and test one. And let's quickly go ahead and see this thing into the Wireshark so that you will understand what I'm talking about, the interception point and the details onto the Wireshark. Let me open the Wireshark here, and if you go to the file and open the file from the desktop, I have put it in the checkpoint lab. Say let's run first ability monitor. As soon as I run this, you will see there are the interception points. Uh, the worst part of the command line, I was not able to see this small I, big I. Okay, let me do this. Let me clear it again. Let me quickly show you this thing. When I ran these outputs via CLI, uh, uh, the previous output, okay, if you see this FW monitor output, you know, I was not able to see small I, big I, okay. I was only able to see the all O, small O, big O, but there is no small I, big I. But Wireshark, when you run the Wireshark give you the 100% output. So always rely on this tool, guys. So here I am saying, the complete packet flow. This is my source. This is my destination. Packet hitting to my firewall. Okay, passing the policy, going to the interface. Then I'm seeing I, which means the routing is done. After that, I'm seeing small o. That means the natting is also done. And now the packet is going to the outside world. Okay, so I can conclude I am there is a proper communication happening. Clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Why I'm saying this? Use this tool because we observe these things not present there, right? Here we are clearly looking into this, right? Now let's go ahead and open the TCPDUMP file. TCPDUMP, as we conclude, we don't see this CP interception point. That is the difference. But if you check more, here you are seeing what is actually happening on your packet. So packet is getting finished, it's getting acknowledged, whatever it is on the packet, things happening. So you will see the TCP three-way handshake as well here. as soon as you will drive deep into this packet capture. So guys, this is it for this lab video, the techniques. Any question?
If you, I think you've already explained it. Do you mind? I know the small I is input. What does it? What's the functionality at the I, the small I?
Yes.
I know policy check is the big I.
Okay, so let me just consider this is your firewall.
Mm-hmm.
So depends, like from where you want to check this,
Which
from
direction?
inside to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
This is one direction. Okay, so say you are trying to access the checkpoint site. Okay, www.checkpoint.com. Okay, so now you initiated the packet from your machine. Okay, so now I type here www.checkpoint.com. As soon as I type I enter, first packet will hit here, and here you will see the small I. Okay, but the small I, what it will do, it will do one thing, that it gives a confirmation that okay, the packet is hit to your interface. One, and second, the policy whatever you have configured. I'm talking about explicit policies. Explicit policies, the
Yeah,
policy
it's
which we
already in the
create,
firewall.
yeah, which we create, not implied.
Oh, okay.
The explicit policy which we create as an admin. So it will check those policies, okay, plus the implied, the one which you comes across, like we come across with the this the firewall itself. Okay, these two things checked. Okay, if you have the right mark there, green signal there, you will see the eye. Clear?
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
after that, these packets are coming from your internal interface, and they want to go to where? To the outside world. So it should go to the external interface as well, right?
Routing.
So it should be routed, and once that is done, you will see the guy, right?
Mm.
Of course, you have internal to the outside world traffic. You have to get netted that. So basically the hide net happens, right? You will see small o, and when the packet leaves here out of your firewall processes, your all the things, like your, if you talk about the user mode process, kernel mode process, and everything, you will see big I, big O. Okay, clear?
Got it. Yep, clear.
Okay. Okay, guys. So this is it for this. If you don't have any further questions, so we'll conclude. All right.
One question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have like so yeah, before that, right? If you're going to execute this command in the production environment, so
Mhm.
generally the team will advise, okay, so you need to set that the file size with some few MB, like 15 MB or 20 MB, because that the
Right.
packet, right?
Right.
Otherwise, that your complete utilization will overflow. Okay, so to avoid this one, what they will suggest to specify only 15 MB of I mean session bandwidth, right? See,
Mhm.
15 MB of only the respective session only capture it. Okay. Like this checkpoint also, do we do like this?
I don't
Because
think
in
so. We
production
have something
environments,
called where we can specify how much bandwidth it should take. Okay.
not bandwidth. Okay, actually, what happened? You're initiating one session
Uh,
with the checkpoint.com. Okay,
uh,
for example, for only one source for the only one destination you're executing. For
yeah.
example, in production run environment, okay.
Mm,
So if you're trying to execute this both the commands, okay.
mm.
So before that, do we need to specify any file size of the pcap? Okay, only 15 MB of, I mean 15. I'm giving example. 15 or 20 or 25 MB or 30 MB only
Here
capture
we
it.
can
So once you have the 30
specify
MB,
the packet count, how much you want to give. Okay.
okay,
So let's say you have in your mind,
we
say you
can.
want to capture 100. Okay,
Okay.
you can define that using that packet count option. Okay, you will get it on the
Okay.
over the internet side, but you can't
Sure.
define how much MB file size. Okay,
Okay. Mhm.
you have that flexibility to
We
define
have the
that.
flexibility.
Yeah.
So if you want to see the same session in, I mean, GA, how to like do it, sir?
See, you
The
just have
same
to
session.
run this command cp view. Okay, in another console, and here you have to observe your CPU load. Okay, so if you are running this command and if you observe your CPU is taking say more than 70% after running the command, immediately you have to stop that because that is taking a lot of your memory and CPU and everything. Okay,
Okay.
so remember this
Actually,
command.
what was the question? So
Huh?
you access the checkpoint.com, right?
Right.
So in GI, in graphical, in smart console, so
Mm-hmm.
where that like we will see that the particular session is going there or not in GI, in
Mm-hmm.
smart console. So where that particular session is going there. So in CLA, we are checking this commands by executing TCP dump on firewall monitor and all.
Mm-hmm.
So in smart console, do you have that options to see the traffic flow?
You have this thing which we call smart logs.
Okay.
This thing. Okay. So here you will see uh, what packets are coming, going. If you apply the filter here, okay.
Okay.
So here, if you click, if you see source, destination, as per your
Okay,
requirement,
sir.
you
Got it.
just have to
Great. Great.
put those, and you can see this thing here. This is the easy option. Okay. And
Okay.
here also, for example, if I open any packet like this, okay, you will see these details. So what is your source? Okay, what source port is taking, which interface, okay, which zone, what is the service taking, which interface, what is the destination, which role is allowing, and many more things, depending on the requirement.
Got
Okay?
it. Thank you. Okay, sir.
Right. Any other question, guys, before we wrap?
One last question. On your video series, do you have something for kernel table, or will you be making one in the future?
Okay, let me just walk you through with my website.
Okay,
So,
just curious.
yeah, I think I have those details, those things, but I wanted you to see where to locate that. Uh, but it is high level, okay?
Oh,
Uh, if you digest, well and good. If not, let me know.
sure.
If you go to the videos, okay, at the very bottom, so this is one video, checkpoint, firewall packet capture. You hear all the stages and everything in, explained well. Which process is coming into the picture, what are the daemons coming into the picture, what are the interception points, inception points, and a lot of things. And if I scroll it a bit up, I explain about the stateful inspection, and here also I explain about a kernel table connection,
Oh, that's okay. Got it.
VPN troubleshooting, core Excel, secure Excel, and then again uh, the architecture of the process, how the daemons works. I mean, VSX, for Excel, everything. If you see here, you will see everything what you want for the checkpoint firewall. You don't have to go anywhere else. If you just start looking from the bottom to the up, you will get
Mm.
all those things. Okay, and I
Awesome.
think I have a
Yes.
lot of playlists also here. If you see the checkpoint troubleshooting, here you will see IPS troubleshooting. A lot of troubleshooting videos are here. I just wanted to show you. Uh, just want to pause this. Troubleshooting, like there is like users are complaining like that. Clustering troubleshooting, a lot of things are there. I mean, depending on the requirement, just go ahead, just browse this channel. uh, I, I'm sure you will get a lot of details what we expected. Okay,
That's perfect.
Thanks so much.
awesome. If you guys don't have any other questions, so we can stop this, right?
Sure.
Thanks
We'll
so
catch you
much.
soon, sir.
All right.
All right, guys.
Have a
Have a
Free to
good night.
leave. Okay, I'm just stopping this call.